Greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? So, we're back to watching, or reviewing, in this case not a anime, but in this case we're looking at, anime film. In this case, Golgo 13, The Professional. So, I've seen this film before, I think I even reviewed it once, I think. Yeah, but that was a long time ago, though. So, yeah, I've had many years to, look back on it, perhaps change my feelings, and, rewatch it as well. So, before this film had actually came out, this is the first film based on the manga, and overall, the third film in the Golgo 13, property. After two previous, live-action films, the second film was starring Sunny Shiva. As Golgo, or Duke. Which makes me want to say, so if the live action films came first, would people just generally upset that say people really like the manga, but then they say, oh, I like these and live action ones, they're not bad, but then would there be say, what would be the distinction? Say if you had two live action ones come out first, and then you had the the anime based one come out next? I wonder how that was first received then. But what was this film about? Well, Golgo 13, also known as Duke, he is hired to assassinate Robert Dawson. The son of oil baron Leonard Dawson and heir of Dawson Enterprises, and succeeds. However, one thing at least to know is in that his father Robert basically says I want him, basically you're saying I want him to be taken out. So most of the majority of the film is Robert trying to get in a way, other assassins to take Duke out.
万に一つも成功なんかありえねえのに、奴ら俺の女房と子供を人質に取りやがった。万に一つもありえねえのに。
And also Duke and having sometimes romantic relationships and all that, and as well as having to fend off attackers that are after him. And I'm gonna say, looking back at it, this film was still pretty good. I gotta have to think though. If I do have one thought though, is that there are some moments of this film that are oh boy. And that, yeah, there are, say, the villains of the film, say, yes, Golgo, or Duke, he is an assassin, but at the same time, I don't think, yes, he has a job he is trying to do, but it's not like he is torturing people like the Punisher and all that. Whereas there are, say, the character of Snake. Oh, boy, in that he had, I'm not even allowed to say the word what he does in the movie, because yeah, there's a bit of a, yeah. But I think, like, say, the animation for this film, like, when there are moments, like, not when there is, yeah, like, the moments when there are bits of violence, like, say, the color palette is still great. The moments of, like, say, when, like, the other, like, antagonists of the film are going after Golgo, because thinking about it, Duke, he is basically a anti-hero. So I do like the fact that, the guys that are going after him, they are actually, like, these guys are bad. Like, in that they had been, locked away because they were that bad. And I also think the film had, like, say, the ideas the film was going for, especially for the character of Robert, is, for the character of Leonard, is in that, like, he is, in a way, blinded by, like, what had happened. And one thing that made me think, story-wise, what he could have done was, like, why didn't he go after someone who had, the person who had hired Duke to, whoever hired Duke to kill Robert. The bit of the twist for the film in that it was actually Robert himself who hired Duke to take him out, because yeah, like, basically the ending is that Robert had, some very unfortunate thoughts. So yeah, and I haven't really watched the anime for this, because I know they had made one as of recently. The thing I'll think about this is, I think both the film and, the character had a bit of, like, an influence, whether, it was, like, say, James Bond. It probably was inspired by Bond. But I do like how it feels like, in a way, it could have influenced the films such as Leon the Professional.
I told you. Benny, bring me everyone.
What do you mean, everyone?
Everyone!
Still a fun movie. I gotta say, I really liked it. I do think the moments, like, say, there is a CGI animated moment when a helicopter is used to, like, background sequences to scan the layout to where Duke could be. And yeah, I think it still looks pretty good. Like, it feels a bit dated in a way, but it still looks good. Like, from, like, since this film is from 1983, it still looks pretty good. It's not like, say, oh, this looks relatively new, but it still looks good for the time period, for a film from the 80s. And I do think that film does a good job of, balancing out its moments of, like, intensity, and at the same time make sure, like, say, hey, making them seem, the way they are animated, showing, okay, yes, this is what's going on is violence, but there's also a sense of, like, whether it's the moments, like, say, when Duke is horseback riding, going after Dr. Z, but it's actually revealed that Dr. Z is actually Cindy.
サイティング修正ターゲット24 84 G が現れた全員待機
Duke!
But this whole film was pretty good. I enjoyed this. Actually, I really think that the character of Duke Togo, pretty cool. I actually would be against, watching the anime. Then again, there are like a lot of animes that I actually would be interested in checking out. See you next time, down.